Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for another reaction. Today's movie is No Country for Old Men from 2007, and I am so excited as this is going to be the first Western on the channel. My name is KL, welcome in. So happy to have you here joining me for this movie today. So a while back I threw up two polls. One went on YouTube and that was a war poll with Saving Private Ryan completely sweeping the votes. And then I put up a Western poll over on Patreon and No Country for Old Men was the winner of that. And up against it was True Grit, There Will Be Blood, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was the runner-up. The votes were split 43% for No Country, 29% for The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 22% for True Grit, and then 6% for There Will Be Blood. As for what I know, not much. I've only seen the movie poster. I do recognize the main actor that will be in this movie. I cannot remember his name, but I do recognize him. I do believe that this movie is about a crime, but what crime it is, I have no idea. What the story is about, I'm not sure. And as for actors, I have no idea who is in this. I like to be surprised, so I don't look up movies too closely. The only thing I really look up is the movie poster and the runtime, and that's it. And the genre, to be fair. Just want to give a huge shout out to everyone on Patreon who did vote in this poll, and if you would like to join them, as that's where most of the polls are, you can head on over to patreon.com/KL, and there are so many other benefits in addition to polls. We would love to have you. With that, I don't have anything else left to say. I am ready to press play, so let's get into it.
There's this boy I sent to the electric chair. He killed a 14-year-old girl. Said he knew he was going to hell. I don't know what to make of that.
Me neither. I love all the scenery shots that we had.
I always knew you had to be willing to die to even do this job.
I wonder if the guy narrating is this cop right here. And the guy he just put in the back seat, that's the actor that I recognize.
Sheriff, he had some sort of thing on him.
What is he doing back there? Oh boy. His face right now, Jesus. That's kind of terrifying. He's driving the cop car. Oh boy. This isn't good.
Step out of that car, please, sir.
This character is very creepy.
Would you hold still, please, sir?
Oh my God. Jesus. This is Josh Brolin.
You hold still.
He's standing pretty still. Did he get him? Wait, is that a dog? That is a dog. What the heck? Oh, okay. I'll always be sad seeing dead dogs. Man, what the heck happened here? I've been watching a ton of like drug shows lately. Breaking Bad, Narcos Mexico. And this almost looks like the result of like cartels or like drug lords having a shootout at each other over whatever.
I ain't got no water.
Well,
Where's the last guy? I reckon I can go out the way I come in.
I'm gonna assume that's cocaine, and it's a good amount of it on the back of that truck. Yeah, this guy's gotta be careful.
You stopped in shade.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of that out here. Not a tree in sight, except for this like little, yeah. So is there someone over there? Yep. But is this guy injured and he is just waiting to die? Or maybe he's already dead. Yeah, he did. Is this cash? Yep. Very like slow, quiet opening, which I really appreciated. Aside from the murder at the very start, of course, but.
What's in the satchel?
It's full of money.
That'll be the day. Did you buy that gun?
Quit your hollering. You don't need to know everything, Carla Jean.
Just watched Smoking the Bandit on the channel recently, and he's kind of reminding me of Bandit a little bit.
What are you doing, baby?
I'm going out.
Going where?
Well, something I forgot to do, but I'll be back.
Aw.
If I don't come back, you tell Mother I love her.
Your mother's dead, Llewellyn.
Well, then I'll tell her myself.
I hope that guy is still alive for him to give the water to. All right, moment of truth. Dead or alive? Someone came back. No. Oh no. Well, shit. Oh, God. Can't outrun a truck. Oh my God, go. No. I know the dog was gonna attack him, but still. Oh God, that bullet is like actually sticking out of the skin. Ew.
How much?
69 cents. Y'all getting any rain up your way?
What business is it of yours?
I didn't mean nothing by it.
Please don't kill him.
You live in that house out back.
This guy is so creepy, I can't.
What's the most you ever lost on a coin toss?
Sir?
The most you ever lost?
I don't know. I couldn't say.
Call it. You know what date is on this coin?
No.
1958. It's been traveling 22 years to get here. And now it's here.
Heads then.
Well done.
This might be weird, but his hairstyle like adds to the creepiness level because it's such a, I don't know, it's a weird style.
Why would we go to Odessa?
At what point would you quit bothering to look for your $2 million?
I forgot that he took all that money and that the guys chasing him probably knew that. What is this meeting?
This is truck?
Oh.
Who cut his tires?
Mexicans, I guess. Wasn't us.
Where's the receiver?
I've got it.
You getting anything on this?
Not a bleep.
Jesus Christ. Okay. God, that scared me.
It is a car fire. Windows.
I'm trying to figure out who this guy is, but I have no idea.
Don't get hurt.
Never do. Wouldn't think a car'd burn like that.
The old boy shot by the highway.
Yes, sir. His vehicle. I know this truck.
Oh, you do?
Belongs to a fella named Moss.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's a mess, ain't it, Sheriff?
If it ain't, it'll do till the mess gets here.
It's handy that he recognized the truck. Pros of being in a small area, I guess. This is their house, right? Yipper. This guy would just sit on the couch and drink milk.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for Llewellyn Moss. Where does he work?
I can't say.
Look, I'll call you in a couple days.
I got a bad feeling, Llewellyn.
Me too. I also love the name Llewellyn.
I work at Walmart.
Not anymore, Carla Jean. You are retired.
You're coming back, ain't you?
Oh no, don't say that.
I shall return.
I'm already concerned about how long it's going to be, though.
Look at that log.
I was just about to say, do you not see? Well, he's long gone anyway, so it's fine.
I believe they done lit a shot.
I believe you're right.
I believe they done lit a shuck. Never heard that phrase in my life.
Still sweating.
Oh, Sheriff! We just missed him! We gotta circulate this on radio. You think this boy Moss has got any notion of the sorts of sons of bitches that are hunting him?
I think he does. He might not know of, like, the creepy man, but
Take me to a motel.
$24, God.
I'm not in right now. Please leave a message.
Decent idea.
Hello?
Is Llewellyn there?
No, he ain't.
You expect him?
Now, why would I expect him?
Oh, is he calling all the numbers?
Don't stop. I want to see if someone's here. Keep going. Don't stop.
Why not just set you down right here and we won't argue about it?
Take me to another motel.
That's not good.
The lab reports from Austin on that boy by the highway.
What was the bullet?
There wasn't no bullet.
Well, Wendell, that don't make a lot of sense. You telling me he shot this boy in the head and then went digging around in there with a pocket knife?
Sir, I don't want to picture that.
I love these two.
You all got camping supplies?
Tent poles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you give me the model number on the tent, I can order you the poles.
And I want a tent.
Well, what kind of tent?
Kind with most poles. Could I get another room? I want to keep my room and get another one.
Well, you can have the one right next to yours. It's got 2 double beds.
I don't think he cares. I don't know what that thing does. Does that, like, does the money have, like, something on it and that's what that's picking up? I don't know. Just speculating. That must be. It must be. I'm also not confident that I know what Llewellyn is doing. Is he like fashioning something to get the money? I'm kind of nervous. Oh my god, don't be so loud. I feel like you gotta go, Llewellyn. This guy does not care. Oh no.
No, I'm not. How'd you find that? No, I'm not.
This guy's so good at acting so creepy. He got it. Please tell me this is him on the road. Oh, is he pass? Yeah, there we go.
Shouldn't be doing that.
Doing what?
Hitchhiking.
Oh. I think he's old enough to hitchhike. I think it's fine. There's a lot more dangerous things than hitchhiking out there.
You know Anton Chigurh by sight?
Yeah, sure. I know him every which way.
Oh, hey.
When did you last see him?
November 28th last year.
Got a loose cannon here. This account, I'll give up $1,200 in any 24-hour period.
I recognize this actor too.
Just how well do you know Chigurh?
Oh, is this the guy? Is that his name?
Yeah, he's a psychopathic.
Fits the description.
Killed 3 men in Del Rio Motel yesterday.
We can stop that.
One room, one night. This here's for you. There's someone who's been looking for me. Not police. Just call me if anyone else checks in tonight.
If he knew what he looked like, then he could like give the description and just be like some guy with a weird haircut that walks around with like an oxygen tank or whatever. But also, how far away did he go from the other place? I don't know if that tracker thing is on the money itself or the case. Because if it was the case, then I'd be like, let's get a new case for the money. Oh, maybe that's what he's thinking right now. Because yeah, how would he have found you otherwise? Just start taking all the money out. That's what I would do. Oh, shit. There we go. You gotta ditch that. I'm so nervous. This like slow tension build. I love when shows and movies are like this. Is that a good idea? I feel like the guy's dead. Yeah, maybe get out of the way. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Figured. Oh, jeez. Okay, keep going. You don't have the tracker anymore. Just keep going. Especially since you were shot. Although blood dripping, he'll see that. What's your plan? It's also late, which is not great.
Don't worry, I ain't gonna hurt you. Drive me on out of here.
Fuck. Oh my god. Damn it. I like how he ditched the money. Finally. I don't know if that guy has another gun. You got him? Oh, look at that. He still has the money. Oh my god, that blood dripping. Ugh. Are you just gonna stare or?
Car accident.
Give you $500 for that coat. With that beer too.
How much? Brian, give him the beer.
If a man approached me dying from bleeding out, basically, and wanted something, I would just give it. Is he? Oh, he sure is. Holy shit. I feel like it's not worth it, you know? Oh god. No. I'm surprised he's still alive, in all honesty. Maybe it clotted itself. So what's this guy doing now? Ew. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, look at that. He got him pretty good. These wounds look super realistic. Watching him take care of himself like that was kind of fascinating, actually.
That DEA agent called. You don't want to talk to him?
Gonna try to keep from it much as I can. Can I get you to call Loretta for me? Tell her I'm going to Odessa to see Carla Jean Moss.
Buenos dias. I'm guessing this isn't the future you had pictured for yourself. I'm not the man who's after you.
I love it. He's with flowers.
I've seen him.
You've seen him, and you're not dead.
Correct.
Huh.
It's because he got him a little bit.
How would you describe him?
I guess
Psychopath.
I'd say he doesn't have a sense of humor.
That too.
His name's Sugar.
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 Look, you gotta give me this money. I got no other reason to protect you.
Money's gone.
Spent it. About $1.5 million on whores and whiskey, and the rest of it just sort of blew it in.
Sure.
How do you know he's not on his way to Odessa?
Why would he go to Odessa?
Kill your wife?
Yep.
Maybe he's the one who needs to be worried.
You're not cut out for this. You're just a guy who happened to find those vehicles.
Yeah. Messed into something you shouldn't have messed into.
I'm across the river at the Hotel Eagle. Call me when you've had enough.
I don't know where he is. He don't need any trouble from you.
Just tell him I can make him safe. Of course, they slaughter steers a lot different these days. Use an air gun.
Air gun, that's what he uses. That's what it's called. So you're gonna find the case. Ah, there it is. Love that little smirk. No. Oh my god. How does he find this shit out? Does he just have eyes and ears everywhere? He must.
Hello, Carson. Let's go to your room.
Oh, this isn't good.
You don't have to do this. I could just go home. Take you to an ATM. There's 14 grand in it.
He could get money out of an ATM if he wanted to. I'm positive.
I know where the satchel is.
I know something better. And you know what's going to happen now, Carson. You should admit your situation. There will be more dignity in it.
Bad timing. Fuck.
Hello?
Yes?
Who is this?
You know who it is. You know how this is going to turn out, don't you?
Nope.
You bring me the money and I'll let her go. That's the best deal you're going to get.
I feel like even if he gave him the money, she would still die. And maybe even him too.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you something, all right? Decided to make you a special project tomorrow.
Oh,
You ain't
no.
gonna have to come look for me at all.
Now, Wendell, did you inquire about the lock cylinder?
Yes, sir. It was punched out?
It sounded like these old boys died of natural causes. Natural to the line of work they was in.
Yes, sir.
Who are these people? Here last week, they found this couple out in California. They rent out rooms to old people, kill them, cash their Social Security checks. And this went on until, here I quote, neighbors were alerted when a man ran from the premises wearing only a dog collar.
I feel like I've seen a gif of him from this scene. This in particular just looks really familiar to me.
How those Larrys holding up? Good, good. I need everything else. You know, a lot of people come in here without any clothes on.
No, sir. It's unusual.
Mm-hmm. All right, money obtained.
Llewellyn, I had the sheriff here from Terrell County.
What'd you tell him?
What did I know to tell him? You're hurt, ain't you?
What makes you say that?
So you can probably tell it exactly.
I want you to meet me at the Desert Sands Motel in El Paso. Because I'm gonna give you the money, I'm gonna put you on a plane. And after I find him, I'll come and join you.
I'm worried. I feel like he's gonna know where he sends her and he's just gonna go after her. Oh, the sound effects, though.
He gave the Mexicans a receiver.
You pick the one right tool.
You going to shoot me?
That depends. Do you see me?
We're going to El Paso, Texas.
No te acerques.
You need help with the bags, madam.
God, there is one gentleman left in West Texas.
Oh, gosh.
What airport would you use?
The airport is El Paso.
Can you get those chicken grates out of the bed?
What are you talking about?
This actor is so good in this role, but God, this character I hate. I can't stand. Which means the actor does a good job. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. No!
Call the police.
No! I'm really glad we didn't see it, to be honest. Does he know that that's Llewellyn? Oh, no. Damn it! Well, bye, Llewellyn. I liked Llewellyn.
You know, if you'd have told me 20 years ago I'd see children walking the streets with green hair, bones in their noses, I just flat out wouldn't have believed you.
Signs and wonders.
Haven't had green hair, though. I've had pink hair and purple hair.
He's just a goddamn homicidal lunatic.
He is.
Yeah, sometimes I think he's pretty much a ghost.
He's real, all right.
A ghost is too nice to call him.
Now, who'd do such a thing? How do you defend against it? Sorry we couldn't help you, boy.
I have no idea how this movie is going to end now. I don't know if we get, like, closure with this movie or if it's, like, an open-ended kind of ending. Oh, shit. Don't go in. Don't go in. I like how they can both see the reflection of each other. Oh, where'd he go? I'm nervous he's gonna die. Maybe ghost is an accurate term for this guy.
Uncle Mac knew the score even if Aunt Ella didn't. Shot through the left lung, and that was that.
When did he die?
1909?
No, I mean, was it right away or in the night or?
19-0.
You can't stop what's coming. It ain't all waiting on you.
It was a fun conversation. I just love all the accents in this movie, all the southern accents. I'm still nervous about her. I feel like he's gonna want to kill her just because he seems to be that kind of guy. Just doing it for fun or whatever. Oh my God.
I knew this wasn't done with. You got no cause to hurt me.
No, but I gave my word. Your husband had the opportunity to save you. Instead, he used you to try to save himself.
You don't have to do this.
People always say the same thing.
Oh no.
Call it.
No. I ain't gonna call it. The coin don't have no say.
I got here the same way the coin did.
I'm gonna assume she's dead. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, God. This movie is so quiet, which I love, and then it just hits you every time. Every single time. Either someone shoots a gun, or this happens. You're pretty bloodied up there.
You had a bone sticking out of your arm.
I think he knows.
What did you take for the shirt?
Well, hell, mister. I'll give you my shirt. Hell, mister. Okay, I don't mind helping someone out.
Take it in. You didn't see me.
Are they not going to question why he's missing a shirt? Maybe not, because it's Texas.
Had dreams.
Well, you got time for him now.
Two of them. Both had my father in them. It's peculiar. Anyway, the first one I don't remember too well, but the second one, it was like we was both back in the older times, going through this pass in the mountains. Rode past me and kept on going, never said nothing going by, just rode on past. When he rode past, I seen he was carrying fire in a horn, the way people used to do. And in the dream, I knew that he was going on ahead. And I knew that whenever I got there, he'd be there. And then I woke up.
That's how it ends. Yo. All right, so super open-ended kind of movie. And we didn't get to see... I'm going to assume that he killed her. I like that they didn't show us if he did or not, though. I like that they left that kind of open for interpretation. Tommy Lee Jones. I had a feeling that's who the sheriff was, but I didn't want to say and then be wrong. If you enjoyed that reaction of mine, please let me know by hitting that like button down below. And if you're not yet subbed to the channel, please make sure you do so that you don't miss out on any future reactions. No Country for Old Men. I really, really, really enjoyed this movie a lot. And like I said during the reaction, I'm watching a bunch of drug shows right now. So I feel like watching this movie at the same time that I'm making my way through these shows and finishing some of them, like it's kind of just perfect timing. Although the plot did confirm for me because I sometimes like to read over the plot on the Wikipedia if I feel like I have some unanswered questions about the overall plot. So 1, wasn't cocaine, it was heroin. 2, I, for some reason, was confused on who exactly Anton Chigurh was. I felt like the movie didn't really make that explicitly clear, at least to me. You can make fun of me all you want for like not picking up on something obvious. I don't care. To me, it just didn't seem obvious who he was exactly. Anyway, plot confirmed. He's a hitman. He was hired to retrieve the money that Llewellyn stole, which totally makes sense. Like I said, it didn't seem that obvious to me for some reason. I don't know why. It felt to me like he was actually like the drug lord, but the drug lord never goes after things himself. So it makes sense that he's just a hitman and someone working for someone else, someone bigger and more important. And then another question I had, or well, not really a question rather, but I wasn't really sure who Carson Wells was. Anyway, also another person hired to retrieve the money, which I didn't really put 2 and 2 together. And then that group of Mexicans that ended up killing Llewellyn and the woman in the pool. Once again, for some reason, I thought it was Anton Chigurh and we just didn't see it on screen. Didn't even make the connection that the people fleeing the scene were obviously the ones that killed him. Again, just like one of those things where I just didn't really piece it together. And then the final thing, at the end of the movie, when Anton walks out of Carla's home and he checks his boots, I didn't piece that as him checking for blood for some reason. So I assumed that the movie kind of left it open for interpretation that, you know, she could be dead or could be alive and we just can make that decision ourselves. But him checking his boots definitely heavily implies that he killed her. So I'm just gonna say he killed her. Anyway, I'm happy that I like read plots over sometimes after watching a movie because it does help a little bit, just kind of give me some further understanding, which means that I can then give a more accurate review on what I think of the movie. So let's talk about the story. The story in this movie is actually quite simple when you think about it, but they did a really great job at making this so entertaining. And this movie was very slow paced, but in the best way, because we had slow, and then boom, murder, just completely unexpectedly, and then slow, boom, murder, slow, murder, slow, car accident. Like, just, I feel like every time something big happened, it completely shocked me and just happened so fast. And I love that. I love that this movie, we didn't have like a crazy shootout between like cartels or cartel and police or anything like that. That's what I'm so used to watching right now, especially in Narcos. So I like that this was just more of like a calmer kind of vibe. I really love how I feel like there weren't a whole lot of scenes with music, actually, or just like a score of any kind. I feel like no background music. We're just listening to the room or the scenery that we're in the moment, and I really love that. All right, let's talk about the acting, because holy moly, the acting in this was phenomenal, and I loved everyone's performance in this. But first we got to talk about Anton Chigurh and Javier playing him. I swore that I had seen this actor in other things before, but I looked at his IMDb and I haven't actually. I think I just recognized the actor generally from social media, and I feel like he's an actor that is generally well loved and a lot of people find him attractive, so he's been on, like, you know, hottest celebrity lists or whatever the case may be. I'm more used to seeing him with a full face of facial hair. His performance as Anton was, I mean, I kept saying it during the movie, but like, holy moly, he did a fantastic job at playing such a creepy, under your skin, someone to hate, just kind of guy, you know? Really, really phenomenal job as this hitman and the villain of this story, really. Yeah, super memorable. I'm never going to forget this character. I know that No Country for Old Men is also a novel, so I'm really going to be adding that to my to-read list. I really want to read that now. Just to compare, I always like when there's adaptation of books. I like to try and go back and see which one I prefer. And I think normally people assume that the books are always better, but not always the case. The Man in the High Castle, the TV show, was far superior to the book, in my mind. But yeah, Javier did great, and honestly, the hairstyle that they picked for this guy just completely added to the character. Like, I don't know that I can recall another character that has such a unique, something to their physical appearance that's normal, you know, that just adds so much to the characters, like to your dislike for the character, if that makes sense. Josh Brolin as Llewellyn, loved him, absolutely loved him. I'm so grateful that we didn't get to see his death on screen. Much nicer to just kind of come up to the body after the fact. His death for me was genuinely unexpected. I honestly thought we were following Llewellyn until the very end of the movie. So to come up, as soon as I saw the woman that was dead at the side of the pool, then I knew that Llewellyn was also gone. And yeah, I thought we were getting him right to the credits, and I was rooting for him, and I was optimistic. But the thing is, with our main character dying, it adds to the realism of scenarios like this, especially in the 80s. I feel like once you get yourself mixed up in something like this, you're gonna end up dying. They're just gonna keep chasing you, and you cannot escape it. That's exactly what happened here. I've only ever seen a handful of Josh Brolin films, but I've always enjoyed his performance and what he brings to characters, and Llewellyn was definitely no exception. I really enjoyed him. And then Tommy Lee Jones is Ed Tom. So I had a feeling it was Tommy Lee Jones, but I didn't want to say because I always get embarrassed if I'm wrong or I guess incorrectly or whatever. But him as the sheriff, I really enjoyed him. Love the way he speaks, love the way he describes things, and I really agree with him at the end of the movie where he just felt that he was no longer matched for like the criminals of today, and kind of just talking about like the age difference or whatever. And I feel like his conversation at the end of the film kind of ties into like the meaning of the title for this movie, and I guess the novel, like No Country for Old Men. The way I interpret the title relating to this story is kind of exactly what he was saying, whereas like as you get older, like you end up getting like you can't deal with it anymore because, you know, these young people, like I think generally speaking, a lot of people that get into cartels and stuff, I mean the guys up here are older, but as you like go down the chain, I feel like it's younger and younger and younger, and a lot of cartels will even use like kids to do stuff for them, right? So No Country for Old Men. Anyway, there's probably a lot of different interpretations to it. Maybe I should look it up. The title refers to the idea that the nature of evil has changed and old value systems no longer apply. Both the movie and the book versions repeatedly touch on how the aging sheriff or protagonist feels he's no longer a match for modern criminals. Neat. Okay. Cool. I love that. I love that meaning. This is definitely a movie that I will watch again, especially getting to see it a second time. I'm very excited to just rewatch a lot of the heavy dialogue scenes, especially with knowing like what's to come and stuff like that. Just it helps to get kind of a second perspective on it. Yeah, this movie was fantastic. Just totally had me invested the whole way through. And now it's time to go to Letterboxd. I'm excited to see what some people have had to say. So let's go. First review is a 5-star review by Wes that says, "This was my favorite movie as a 12-year-old, but my family had the parental controls installed on our TV because they didn't want me to watch Family Guy." The next review is a 3.5-star review by Adam Bolt that says, "The Great Doorknob Massacre of 2007. Normally, I don't include longer reviews in this segment of my videos, but I am going to include this one. This is a 5-star review by Camelot that says, and I quote, "I'm fixing to do something dumber than hell, but I'm going anyways. I love this film for everything it doesn't do. It doesn't give us the initial shootout. It doesn't give us the final shootout. It doesn't give us unsourced music. It doesn't give us easy answers. And heck, we can't even connect the dots without some deep thought, a few beers, and a couple of views. In total, it doesn't do all the things a lesser movie would feel it has to do. Bonus points for what it does do. It gives us a haunting movie with fantastic characters and one of the all-time best villains to ever hit the big screen." And that was that, as they say. All right, and now it's that time of the video where I turn it to you and ask you to leave your comments down below. Let me know what you enjoyed about this reaction, and also let me know what you think about this movie. If you love it, let me know why, and if you don't care for it, also let me know why. The emoji that I will ask you to include in your comment today is a coin. Of course, we have to. As always, I want to extend a huge thank you to everyone for being subscribed on the channel and to everyone over on Patreon for the support. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you so much for backing what I do here. And I hope you enjoy all the things that you get over on Patreon: full-length watch-alongs, early access, exclusive reactions, polls, monthly newsletter, and eligibility for Member of the Month. I've been coughing so much in between all of these cuts that you see. I've edited out so many coughs. I need to go to bed. So with that, I will say, click here if you're not yet subscribed. And if you want to continue on watching some reactions of mine, please click on over here, and we will see you in the next reaction video. Take care, everyone, and have the best day. Cheers.